Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to RPG Please. We're gonna play some Valhalla. I just woke up. It's currently 6:30 in the morning. It's the day, I think, before Thanksgiving. I'm drinking my coffee. Super nice. Tastes great. Comment down below how you like your coffee. I personally just like mine black. I just find it best that way. But let me know down below. Alright. So we're back over here. I think what I wanted to do this episode was to go raiding and maybe open some more of, I wanted to open, like, the Assassin's Bureau and stuff like that.
Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, too. Alright.
So,
I was watching, where the fuck did the just come from? I was watching, last night's, Game Bang, and, I was fucking laughing my ass off.
Need to row our way out. Good sailing,
buddy's Ray, Mike. Shout out to Ray. There's some funny fucking dudes. Alright, here we go. Let's raid some motherfuckers. Yeah, I stopped playing after I recorded Valhalla last night because I was just so exhausted. I haven't been able to sleep regularly recently, but last night I fell asleep. Didn't we already raid this place? Those three dudes stand on the ship.
And take Christ, Silver!
I don't think they know I'm here yet. I'm still getting used to the stealth in this game. I'm not completely there yet. Still not really used to the combat either. Even though it's the same as Odyssey and Origins. Was Origins like this? It's been so long since I played that game. I haven't played it since release. I don't know, there's something a little bit different in this combat compared to that. Like, the fact that I'm just getting fucked up with this. Need to find some ease.
Like my blood! Prevail!
Like, I just hesitated this dude. He stab.
Keep at the meeting.
Please! Break you!
Bless you. Bottom you. whatever we do, don't do it. Alright, nice.
Some good loot here.
Oh, I think this is where we went in last. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, so there actually was more level in here. I didn't even...
Tonight.
Didn't even realize. Can we help me up here? Yeah, now that I'm actually, like, awake, I'm talking to the camera more. That's the difference between tired me and awake me. Is I actually
Keep your guard up.
can talk like a normal human being. Okay, so that's one raided village done. Let's get the fuck out of there. Dude, I feel like I was doing better at combat last night though, because I feel squishy right now. I still think you should be able to kill civilians, but that's just me.
Look, a monastery.
Didn't you just raid the monastery? You can raid it again? What is there to even raid at this point?
Sail. Set go.
Alright, let's find some other stuff to raid. We're just gonna explore a little bit, you know? Experience the world a bit more. We're definitely gonna get this, where is it? Up that up there?
Raise the sail here.
Nice.
Moncuts there.
I'm excited for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm ready to eat some fucking food. I mean, I eat food every day, but I'm excited to eat, like, a lot of food. I normally like to eat decently healthy, kind of. More often than not, it doesn't end up working out because of my schedule, but I prefer to eat healthy. But Thanksgiving is like that one day of the year that it's okay to get that. Normally, actually, my family, my mom's side is super Italian, so on the Friday after Thanksgiving, I guess Black Friday, we always have a pasta night. So we have like brujol, we have cavatelli, we have sausage and meatballs, and it's all made. My grandmother lives in upstate New York in Scotia, and she has been going to the same church for like, oh, I don't know, her whole life pretty much. She's in her 70s. I think she's a second generation immigrant. Or yeah, that's what it is, right? But the church she goes to, the sister, Sister Maria Rosa, she makes the cavatelli and the brujol. I think the sausage too, maybe, like literally by hand. And then my grandmother spends like hours cooking that shit. But because of the whole COVID thing, it looks like we're not gonna have the pasta night this year, which sucks because honestly, Thanksgiving food isn't my favorite. Like, I think I've said this before, I do not like turkey. Maybe there's something wrong with it. I just don't like it. It doesn't taste good to me. The only thing I really like about Thanksgiving food is the stuffing. I can eat the fuck out of stuffing. That's normally all I eat. That, and we also make a ham because I don't eat the fucking turkey. And neither does my cousin. So, but he loves ham, so ever since we were kids, they've always made us a ham. But yeah, I'm super excited. I do wish we were having that Italian pasta night because, you just like, that is the night I normally gorge myself. Because the day after Thanksgiving, you know, you're all full and shits. But I go ham on pasta night. And it is so worth it. Especially for the cavatelli potato-based pasta. And, it is just so good. It's my favorite pasta. I remember once, I was in upstate New York, and, I went to church with my grandmother and my grandfather, and it wasn't like, we didn't go to church, but we went to, like, one of those things that churches do where they have like a little festival outside, and I ate 10 bowls of cavatelli that day. Sister Maria Rose's cavatelli. And that was the first time I ever had it, but it was so fucking good, and I never have had like a more favorite pasta since then. So, cavatelli, if you know, you know. If you don't know, find your nearest, Italian, like, deli or Italian supermarket. Oh, I am so sorry, Mr. Horse. And grab some cavatelli. I don't actually know how she makes it. So that's something you're gonna have to look up for yourself. Wow, this is really great. But it is so good. A lot of the places that I go to that serve cavatelli, they normally serve it in like more of a butter sauce or more of a whiter sauce. I like it with the red sauce. Like, but it has to be watery red sauce. Like, thick red sauce is good too, but if you're really going for like traditional cavatelli, it's gotta be in like a watery tomato sauce. That's just my opinion. And yeah. I don't know what made me think of this, but I was talking, my little cousin, he'll put I have two little cousins, but one of them, that kid will put pretty much anything in his mouth. And one year, we were having pasta, and he grabbed a piece of Virgala. I was like, you know what that is, right? He was like, no, what is it? I was like, yeah, that's cow dick right there. And he fucking spit it all out. And I still think that's it was definitely a dick move. I told him after that it wasn't actually cow dick, but I still think that that's hilarious. What is up here? This has gotta be, what you call it, right? No? It isn't? Oh, okay. So where is this radiating from? Down? Fuck it. But speaking of gross foods that are actually delicious, have you all ever had Rocky Mountain oysters? If not, essentially, well, you know what? I'm just gonna. You can go look it up, but I've had them and they're really fucking good. It's disgusting thinking about what they are, but they like melt in your mouth, which doesn't help the fact when you know what they are. But you could totally feed that to like an unassuming little kid, and they'd just be like, "Oh, it tastes so good," but you'd know. And when I say little kid, like you could feed it to your kids, and like it's almost like I don't even know how to describe it. It is so good though. And I honestly don't know who would be watching this who has a kid either. I think there are like 8 people subscribed to this channel, and I think I know all 8 people. No, in fact, I don't think I know. I do know all 8 people. But, thanks guys for subscribing. You know I love all of you. No, but, where the hell am I? Alright. Let's go to... Let's do a quest. Let's reach settlement level 2. Wow, there are a lot of, motherfuckers. Oh, if I head this way, I'm heading back. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I love you guys who are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that. I literally post 3 videos a day. So you'll never run out of new content to watch. And then on special days, like for game day, that's 4 videos a day. And then once we do the competition, that'll be another 2 videos a day. So probably about like 6 videos a day, which is crazy. I'm actually, so I don't know if you guys can tell, you probably can. I'm recording a bunch of these videos in a row because when we do have the competition, it's gonna be a 40-hour competition. It's sort of like Last to Leave, except you have to finish the game. So I won't be able to upload videos like this on days like that because I'll obviously be playing those games. So I have been scheduling these posts. I am still behind right now. I probably, because I think I need to get them up at least until Sunday. Like maybe having 3 videos a day until Sunday. I think with this series, this video will technically come out Saturday, but I'm recording this on Wednesday. But that means I have to record 1 more of these today. I think I have to record 4 more Mario videos today, which, oh my god. And then, Borderlands, I think I'm actually set until Monday with Borderlands, but once the competition is over, I'll go back to regular posting, these one-on-one videos.
Raiding is the surest way to find treasures and supplies for building our arsenal.
Oh, there's the assassin symbol. You guys know I was fucking nerding out the other day. Also, can I just say, I absolutely love... Hold on.
This.
Let me show you something cool before we listen to what these guys have to say. I absolutely love these LED setup, this LED setup. You can't see it, but they're all along my desk right here. And my desk actually has lights in it too, which I never knew it did. But check this out. So, it came with the little remote, and it has a bunch of different colors. I personally like this light blue. Like, this is like one of my favorite color. This probably is my favorite color. But it also has this really nice purple that I dig. It has the regular blue, but it's a little too dark for the camera. It has this pink, which is actually pretty decent. And this yellow, which I really like too. But it has a bunch of colors on it. But I think the light blue looks the best. Maybe that's just me, but my pops thought the purple looked the best, but it was actually, the stuff was relatively easy to set up on the desk, but I put it on this part, like this part of the bookshelf on the back side facing the wall, and I wouldn't say I'm cramped, like this is a comfortable spot, but it is very, that is pushed against the wall and there's not much room to push it forward without literally taking the room apart. So that was a pain in the ass to hook up, but the desk was actually super easy. And I have my regular lights here, and then I have this one, which is a nice light. I use those pretty much when I'm editing. These are more for just when I'm playing because they actually do put a strain on your eyes, especially if you've been up for a while. But, you know, when it's in the morning, it's actually pretty nice. It's nicer than I expected. But yeah, my setup is super nice. It's super handy. I have most of my gaming stuff back here. I have, like, so many more games than this, but I'm honestly thinking about putting them in this shelf right here. All I have on that shelf is a pair of headphones and just all my Elgato stuff.
Will make a fine
yeah,
space for my work, Eivor. Thank you.
Well, if your work benefits us, I will see that you keep it, for as long as you live among us.
I believe it will, for we have common cause against our enemy. They have dug their claws deep into England. Eradicate them where they are strongest, and the alliances you seek will be far easier to come by. In London, they now operate without restraint. If you were to eradicate them, the city would be in your debt.
I will talk with Ranri about your idea. Get her thoughts.
Good. Yet, before you do, there is something else. A gift I wish to share.
A gift?
I cannot show you here. Will you walk with me?
I will. Lead on. Raiding is the
Honestly,
surest way to find treasure.
So I was looking in the shop, and I totally think. Stop. I totally think I'm going to get this. I don't know. It's just so badass to me. What's Ubisoft Connect? Is it free? If it's free, I'm just gonna get that shit right now. Because I just think it's so fucking badass. Oh. Is it that? Does that say free? How do I get it? Can I not get it? You're telling me I had to have had watch the Assassin's Creed reveal to get it. That sucks. What games are on here? What are the rewards for Odyssey? Alright. That's a little fucking... I'm not a fan of that. That sucks. Yeah, that really sucks, because that is so sick, but whatever.
Building up our settlement. I hear heaviness to your breathing, Hytham. Does your wound still trouble you?
It does, I'm afraid. There is a pain in my chest for which I have no remedy.
Yeah,
Rest
you were
easy then.
being
As
done.
long as your mind stays sharp, you will recover.
Of course. Though I am reluctant to displease my mentor.
You would risk your health and your life to please Basil. That I do not understand.
I should not expect you do. When we first arrived, I noted a shadow of suspicion in your eyes. A doubt. A wariness.
Is that a question?
No. Only an observation.
I definitely think these guys are from Masyaf because
Are you well enough to steer this boat?
I am.
they
Have no
have the
worries.
same accent
It is only prolonged
as
stresses that exhaust me.
the guys who
My energy runs
worked in
low
the
rather
Assassin's
quickly.
Heroes in the original game.
And what is this gift you wish to give me?
It will not come from me.
That's
It is a
really
gift you must
couldn't
give
have just
yourself.
fucking
More
swam
riddles. What fun you are.
literally
Let me say it
30
another
feet.
way. My gift is not for giving or taking. It is a way of living.
Still no clearer.
It
Is
is a
he
thing
about to
better
teach us some,
demonstrated than described.
And I
Is he
will
about
wait.
to teach us some new
Forgive my
assassin
jest.
shit?
This gift we call a leap of faith.
Hell
It is one of our
yeah.
Brotherhood's most sacred rites.
Thank
It is
God,
not a-
honestly, this is something I noticed, but I didn't comment on, is when he's jumping from the, I forget what you called, I'm pretty sure they were originally called synchronization points. He jumps like feet first, and I think that looks so stupid.
Enemies, but an act we embrace to strengthen
Also,
our
I think it's
resolve.
stupid that he
Like your meditation, it centers our
won't cut off his
minds,
finger. But
steadies
who knows,
our
maybe he
hands,
does.
and purges fear from our hearts.
I hope he comes
And
like,
more
I hope he
practically,
becomes a
it
full-fledged
aids our
assassin
movements
this
in
game.
flight
That would be just,
or in stealth.
that would be
You
so
call it
sick.
a leap, and we are climbing a rather steep hill.
There it is again, the shadow of a doubt. Nearly there. Our destination is there.
I suspect you mean to throw me from this cliff, is that it? Please tell me if I'm near the mark.
And spoil the surprise? To perform the leap of faith, you must give yourself over to something greater.
The gods?
Yourself. Embrace the hope that death will not come before you are prepared to meet it. Believe this, and you will fear nothing.
Our deaths are prefigured, weaved into the fabric of the world. To fear this would be a waste of worry and tears.
Good. Then your mind is already attuned to my
That's
lesson.
actually pretty deep. This game does really get pretty deep. Like, all of them. Like, I like how they weave... Like, they did it really awesome with Assassin's Creed 3. Just because I'm from America and we learn about that shit in school. But, the way they weave, like, the Boston Tea Party and shit like that into the game, it was like... I think it's really cool how they do real historical events.
I will leap first. On my word, you must follow. Lean into your faith, into your strength, and take flight.
You want me to jump? From here?
Yes.
I would sooner grow wings and fly away. Thank you for the lesson, but...
Wait! And watch!
Hytham! Hytham! Pig-headed fool! Are you injured?
Hell yeah.
Yeah!
A perfect fall!
He even was like, yeah! Oh, that's sick.
You spoke true. It was madness and vigor, a purging of fear. A gift I give myself. I see that now. Thank you for showing me the way.
Of course. And thank you, Eivor, for hearing me out.
Bro,
You
we are
called this leap of
slowly
faith a sacred
becoming an
right.
assassin. That's awesome. I don't think... Well, I mean, I guess Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 3, you don't start as an assassin. You work your way up to it. But for most of the game, you're an assassin. You know what I mean? Although Assassin's Creed 3, I'm pretty sure it takes a while. But Assassin's Creed 2, it's pretty quick. And you already know, like, the leap of faith and shit. But that right there, like, we're literally a Viking learning about the Assassin Order little by little. We don't even know that it's called the Assassin's Bureau.
Same ritual?
All we know is
As
that
far as I know,
it's called...
it is a rite of initiation that dates back to just before the birth of the Christian Jesus.
Are you hoping to initiate me?
I might try if I believed you would join, but that is not my purpose in England. Basim and I are hunting larger prey.
The Order of Ancients.
Yes. You remember the medallion you took from Kjotve's body? That is their symbol. They only hope to purge from this world. Like us, they act in secret. But their aim is to rule the world, not free it from unnatural fetters.
The desire to rule is not unique to this order. Sigurd and I want the same. A land to call our own, and the honor that comes with it.
Do not compare yourself to such people. The Order has no honor, no principles, no humanity.
Goddamn
Yet they sit
Templars.
on a great many of England's thrones. If you seek to pacify England for the safety of your clan,
Then it may be in my interest to give you aid. I understand.
you desire alliances. We seek to rid England of its deepening rot. Where these hopes meet, our cause does too. You may think this land ruled by harmless jarls and bumbling thanes. Yet look more closely, and you will find a deeper threat. The Order's invisible hand touches all. It shapes everything, instilling its poison into every level of society.
Yeah, and you know the crazy...
From below-
You know the crazy thing about that? Is that that's the modern world. You're telling me we don't live under, like, an Illuminati? Then you're fucking crazy.
To the richest merchants, from wealthy thanes to useless kings, the Order has corrupted all.
The Templars are real. They run this world. I'm telling you that right now.
Basim has given me one task here. To locate and eliminate the Order of Ancients in England, in whatever dark corners they reside. If we work together towards this end, it will benefit us both. You will have greater influence over the kingdoms of England.
And you will have more medallions to count.
Exactly. You should begin in London. I have credible reports that the Order is working now to seize the city.
I will speak with Randvi about this.
And while you are there, be on the lookout for our symbol. Centuries ago, the Hidden Ones had bureaus built around England. There were 6, I believe. If you can find them, search them well for documents bearing the same symbol. It will greatly aid my studies.
I will. Thank you, Hytham, for all of this.
Wow, that is a lot of Templars. Oh, that's right. We already know about it. Alright, so, let's go to quests here. Yeah, we'll go do this. Where's the closest fast travel point? This game is actually super huge. I think we'll go here. Yeah, this game is super huge. Like, it was definitely necessary to add a fast travel to this. That is if you're just playing through the story. Because if you're playing, this for the full experience, then I would maybe suggest not fast traveling, because there's so much shit you can find. I don't know. This might be a long series, because I honestly don't know how long this game is. And I don't know if these, like, solo quests are main quests. I still don't know much about Soma, something like that. So I don't even know if these are main missions, but I'm enjoying it. It just might be a long series, which is okay with me. If it's okay with you guys, it's okay with me. We need more health. They totally take critical chance too.
Sail out!
If you're not going, listen. If you're playing an RPG and you go for upgrading critical damage and not critical chance, y'all are fucking crazy. I mean, it's always best to upgrade both, but even if you have base level critical damage, at least in my opinion, this is my opinion. If you're going for base level, if you are going for critical damage and have critical chance, the thing is you're still dealing critical damage even at its base level. And you can always work to improve that later on. But you should always get critical chance first, because then even if your critical damage is super low, you're still getting a lot of criticals. It's still going to be better than your base attack. I wasn't supposed to kill him. Yeah, it gets a little laggy, at least on this system, when there's a bunch of dudes. They literally have weapons in their cage and they couldn't do that. Oh, bullshit. You know there's about to be a fuckload of treasure in this bitch.
You try the other way.
Where do I go? That was a dick move, bro. You're a fucking toxic. Where are you?
You will rent this now.
I free you, my brothers.
Your good shouts. Try to trap any blows. You're mine. You will pay. Won't survive. Even little is
Tired yet?
die. No escape.
Let's see here. want to try the sleep. Yes. Absolutely. Fine. Come on, you're telling me this big ass Viking can't fucking. How am I supposed to do? Let me in there. Ooh.
Hey, can't do this alone.
With me.
Fight smart. Use your glimmer.
Cover me, I'm reloading. Bro, why is every treasure chest in this game fucking epic?
Going on?
Trolls take you.
Some good takings here.
That is one tall motherfucker. Those are two tall motherfuckers. Shit. Wish I was that.
Give me a hand!
Alright, so now we just gotta find this key. In here. Getting a lot of supplies though, which is nice. Oh, what's that? Secret? Nails.
Time to die. I think this dude has been like fucked up. Oh, they're trying to get in. Happening. Hey! Hey, bot, over here!
Yeah. you're telling me there's nothing in that building that's locked? I call fucking bullshit.
You are a true friend. Thank you.
Looks like trouble.
That's nice of them, you know? It's nice to see that way.
Thank you so much, friend.
At least acknowledged. Alright, let's head to that mission. See, they're running, but really for no real purpose, because if I kill them, it'll cause desynchronization. So, I don't think that was very well thought through, right? Or is that just me? Am I just a fucked up dude? Because, like, they're running in fear of their lives, which they, you know, in real life would
Run
be.
up the sail!
But if we kill them, we're the ones who actually need to be scared. I'm just pointing that out. Just my thought on the whole thing. I don't know.
Control yourself.
Oh, wait, it was already on. Stealth is hard in this fucking game. I'm not gonna lie. Although I was just standing up and shit, but... You know, you'd think you'd... Even the original Assassin's Creed, it wasn't like fucking... Oop, alright. I see you.
After all that has happened, what if Soma has just come?
Eivor, I am honored you have joined us.
What's your plan here?
All the Shire support Soma's ruling the city. These hamlets do not. They're feeding and outfitting Wickman's army. So we will
Just where I
burn
came
their
from.
homes, quick and devastating, like the thunderclaps of Thor.
How did you come to be in Soma's clan?
A vision from Evolva set me on this path. It pricked my mind like a splinter, then faded. But I wanted more. For months, years, I ate only henbane, mushrooms, sacred plants, hoping to see something new. But my body dwindled. I lived addled, maddened, a wanderer, taken in by
This
sex,
guy is a fucking
spat
hippie,
out.
bro. He was
Again,
eating those magic
and again.
mushrooms.
Until Soma found me, naked and alone in the fens. She clothed and cared for me, humbled as I was. I owe her my life.
Visions can be strange and powerful. What did you see?
I was climbing a mountain, a lion and a snake upon my back, weighing me down. I struggled. Then Soma appeared, and she eased my burden. When we reached the peak, there was hardly enough room to stand. On a point like the tip of a blade, we teetered there, gripping one another, tightly. I know I can seem distant, obsessed, but the gods are with us always. I see it as my duty to shelter Soma from their ire.
Wonder why my shit is draining so much.
What do you think of the others? Leif and Birna?
Leif. He's a talented sailor, if a little enthusiastic. And Birna, well, Birna thinks of life as a grand joke. She was a smuggler when Soma pulled her from the muck. making a living on lies. Birna is part of my clan, and I will fight beside her, irreverent as she is. But she has no care for her destiny.
I'm
Enough
eager
talk,
to start
let's
throwing
pillage.
torches.
Now let's rid these hamlets of Wickman's rats.
Enough talk,
Light
let's
your torches and
pillage.
set your arrow tips ablaze.
That's a
Gabriel.
great motto.
Red enemy of the branch will make quick work of this place.
We are a curse visited upon them all.
Leave no house unburned.
This is what they get for helping Rand Grandbridge from Soma.
For King Elderman Wickman's boots.
Hey now! Ring the bell!
God won't let us lose.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You dead!
Got you.
Bring their heads to Alderman Wigmund.
See, this is what I'm talking about. So we can burn down their houses, but we can't actually kill them. Not only does that not make sense, it is stupid.
Together, lads!
Honestly, this game is great. I really do think that is one of the design flaws, because I'm pretty sure they weren't just killing Anglo-Saxon troops when they actually raided. I'm pretty sure they were killing innocents as well.
Focus, we have this!
Oh?
The smell of burning roof thatch and a heady turf fire.
Oh, fuck me.
Take you!
The combat is a little loud. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, motherfucker.
Try to
Where are, like, all our dudes? Is it literally just me and fucking this guy right here? Oh, I missed one other guy.
take you! We have this!
Oh my god, I wasn't even in his way. These are easily my least favorite enemies. I'm just saying that right now. Fuck you. I'm just gonna shoot
You on a pike!
Fuck.
Northman!
Fuck you. Asshole. Yeah, you is definitely a little laggy.
Die!
You know it's gonna be great on this gen, though. Like, the combat is so laggy, it actually kind of makes this game fun to play. Supplies.
Now that was something. Wickman is sure to take notice.
You stamped and roared like a fiery Surtur himself, marching through the flames of Muspelheim. I'll see you back home, Drenga.
Alright, nice. So I think the last one is, what's his name? Lith. Where is he? He's far over that. Alright, let's spend these skill points. I do like how after every mission you get skill points. And honestly, I know I've compared this skill tree to Final Fantasy X. Let me be very clear here that I do love Final Fantasy X skill tree. This is like a watered down version of it. Because, oh no, there's no doubt about it. This is like a very watered down version of the Final Fantasy X skill tree. However, I honestly think that that is a good thing. Because the Final Fantasy X skill tree is... It's like this, but way fucking bigger. And there is a way to max it out. I don't know exactly how you do that. That game gets super hardcore, especially near the
You're welcome.
and especially the end game when like you're fighting bosses with like when you're fighting bosses with like fucking 999,999,000, like bosses like that. But that skill tree, if you haven't seen it, you should look up a picture. It's hysterical. Just how big it is. That's what she said. But yeah. If you haven't played that game, I highly recommend it. I'm not gonna lie, if it's your first Final Fantasy game, it isn't the best one to introduce you to the series. It is, I would probably say it's the hardest Final Fantasy. Yeah, you know, it probably is the hardest Final Fantasy. Just because, like, there are some bosses in that game that are dumb fucking difficult to beat. And that's the only way to progress through the story, and you really have to grind the fuck out of that game in order to beat them. I did beat it. I actually beat it during quarantine for the first time. My first time ever playing it. It's one of my favorite stories from a Final Fantasy game, and the characters are awesome. There's a lot of life to it. I think it came out on PS2. But the mechanics of the fighting is great. It is just a hard game. So it's not the best game to intro you into a Final Fantasy. If you're looking for a game to get you into the series, I could not recommend 7 more. I honestly think it is still the best Final Fantasy. 8 too. 8 has a weird fucked up system in it that's really confusing, but that has a great story, awesome characters. But to get into the series, I would say either Final Fantasy 7, 12 is a good one too. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7, 12, or unpopular opinion, but Final Fantasy 2 is really good. They tried doing something different with Final Fantasy 2, where you actually have like weapon proficiencies and shit like that. It's different in some way. Like I don't know. I'm not best at describing it, but I think that's a great intro game to get started. It is a hard one though, but if you're gonna start the series, I would look no further than 7. It's considered one of the best for a reason. I still haven't played 9 though. I hear it's good, but I don't know. I bought it for Xbox, but the mechanics seemed really weird to me. And Final Fantasy 15 is actually pretty fun too. It has a really good story. I wasn't expecting it to have as good of a story as it actually did. It's probably one of the darker Final Fantasies. Like, that game gets kind of fucking... it has a crazy story.
Did you sell through a store?
Eivor, a fine day for being out, no?
Soma said I would find you here, Leaf.
14.
What's your plan?
We're ridding the world of a priest who
well,
spouts
the
praise for the elder man and
And
funnels
13
tithes
is-
into Wigman's coffers. So the plan is this. We sneak in, gut the priest, and return to Soma. That will get Wigman steaming.
Yeah, but Final Fantasy, the games that are worth playing, 1 all the way through 10. I haven't played 9, but I hear it's a great game. 1 all the way through 10. 11 was an online game, and I don't think you can play it anymore. 12's worth playing. 13, I guess if you want to. 14 is actually pretty fun now, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're into MMOs, and 15 is great. I'm just waiting for 16 now.
How did you come to join Soma's army?
We came to England together, sailing under Guthrum, the great summer army the Saxons called us. When Guthrum left for Wessex, Soma stepped forward to lead, something I would have liked to do myself.
And what would you do if you were the Jarl of Grandbridge?
I would run the city my own way. I would not give Birna and Galen's opinions equal weight.
Do you not trust them?
I wouldn't say that. It's more. Birna's boots are stuck in the mud, and Galen's are in the sky. If death were bearing down upon us, I worry neither would have what it takes to carry us through.
You were there when Guthrum made Soma the steward of Grandbridge. How did that feel?
Good fortune for her. When Soma took hold, the silver started flowing and the people started dancing. She knows trade. I do wish I'd been bold enough to put myself forward, to take on the burden and honor of running a city. But that's beside the point. Soma is my Jarl's corner, and I'm her sworn man. No act of any god will change that.
See, I have a feeling you're gonna have a choice to pick between the 3. And this guy, on first thought, he's suspicious, right? Because he's talking about putting himself forward, but I don't think it was him. I honestly don't.
As a master shipbuilder, what does your work require?
Patience and love. I know each of our vessels as a parent knows their child. But building ships needs silver too. The hard wood, the tough fabrics, the expensive paints. The yellow I use, for instance, that must be imported. A high price for a happy color. I'm certain that's why someone stole my paint some weeks ago. Blasted thief.
Good conversation, Leif. Now let's take down Wickman's man.
Too right, too right. Wickman's whelp awaits his reward.
Honestly, I don't know
My
which
warriors will
breed it
distract
is,
the
though.
Saxon forces
I'm
at the
pretty
gate.
sure
You and I will find the priest.
it's not him. I'm actually gonna try stealthing. I'm just not used to the mechanics yet, I don't think. My wisdom teeth are growing in right now. It hurts like fucking... It hurts so bad. It hurts like a fucking bitch.
You know, I would much prefer a more straightforward approach. But for you, I'll try something new.
How kind. Don't keep your voice down. Wickman's priest is in the church.
No close up, please.
Man, that's so fucked. How do you fucking do this? Oh, it's one of these assholes. Jesus fucking Christ.
Spread out. We have this.
Man, I'm just so fucking squishy. It's like... Hey, goddamn. Hey.
Well, I made you a heathen sacrifice. This church is lovely. I know good craftsmanship when I see it.
Jesus God, my blows.
That's super annoying. How did I unveil?
Good Lord! He's come to life!
The fodder could hide a cur.
Wow, this dude really just doesn't want to leave this spot, huh? Game's frozen. Yeah, I definitely don't think this game was meant to be run on the Xbox One, because it's frozen. Alright, guys, well, I'm going to end this here and figure out what's wrong. Alright, yeah, so make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to fix this, and then I'm going to come back to recording. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe out there.